next morning. The glue is dry, you can see where it's foamed up along the joint there. Looks good. I'll just take the clamps off. Take the end clamp off there, doesn't do anything. That's on the bracket, that was an in-betweeny, we can take that one off. That's on the bracket, that's on the bracket, that's bracket, that's bracket, that's bracket. That must be an in-betweeny. Oh, there's a big old snail coming. Hello. That's an in-betweeny, that one can come off. That's bracket, 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 bracket. Big one. So those can come off first of all. I'm going to leave that end clamp on and then we'll come along and undo these and see what happens. So much it springs out with just two pieces laminated. Bit of a risk. So far, it's staying in place though. Bad at all, a little bit of spring there. Yes. Not bad at all, just two pieces. Quite impressive. Good. Take all but the last one off. Well, there we go. Bad. Good. So now just going to check that everything's clean in here. I need to take a chisel and take. Yeah, there's a couple of bubbles of glue there which I think I'll remove before we do any more. So now Hazel and I have glued up these 3 more strips, laid them in position. Going to bring them in, clamp it all together, so you can get your heads about level-ish. As you see, it's going to be trimmed. Perfect. Put that in place. Just going to do that bracket. There we go. That's quite good. I'm going to get a hammer like last time. Just to keep things nice and level. Shouldn't go out of the way. It is there. Clamp all of these up again. Like that. Make sure they're nice and down flat on the boards. There. That's there. Pulling up nicely. Pull it up very nicely actually. Next bracket is there. That looks good. Take this clamp out now. Just bring away a little bit. We ended up having to take this one all the way up to clean it up. So we took it off and cleaned it and put it back. That's right. Nicely. Good. This one's there, there's one in between there. Missed. There. Like that. Put in some colour. Good, this one's there. good. You can see the glue oozing up already, which is what we want. So there we are, we've clamped it all up. I've put a couple of bigger ones in between there, but as you can see, probably glue is oozing up all along. Looking pretty good. And that is that. We'll leave that until tomorrow. And unclamp it, and then of course it needs shaping up. That's just the basic start of the stem. It's got to be cut to the angle of the bow. At this end here is a big triangular knee that comes in behind it, joins onto it, so that will support, comes up to about here, support that end of it, a very big heavy triangular knee, and I'll put a couple of pieces up behind there as well. This won't be the finished dimension, it needs to be bulkier still, but it's the basic curve done, and there we go. I say, when it's dried, we'll clean it up and shape it. Well, there we see the knee just gluing up. I've built it up out of 4 pieces, one of which is very small. Douglas fir. The plans stipulate 3.5 inch thick Douglas fir, and luckily that's 9 centimetres, and you can get 9 centimetre Douglas fir fence posts, which is what we've done, or what I've done. I've taken a post, 9 centimetre post, and cut the knee shape out of 4 pieces, and there we see it gluing up. Yeah, and all I did for that was I used the lofted lines. I drew the shape of the knee out full size on the lofted plans there. There's the stem laid in position, and I just shaped the pieces of the knee to that. And as they're gluing up there, I've just held them in place with some screws while the glue dries. Then the screws will come out again, and I'll put some dowels for it. Well, I've glued the knee to the stem. There's the stem curving out there, the knee underneath it. They're fixed together now. Next job is going to be to cut up some thin laminate strips to put along behind the knee to give it a bit more beef about it. It's looking good though, I'm pleased with it so far. You might notice I'm using an entirely inappropriate vise, metalworking vise to hold wood. But, I haven't got a woodworking vise, so that has to do. I'm in my other workshop here. Little scan around, bit of a mess I'm afraid, but there we go. That's what we got. A couple of octaves, wood racks, lots of wood stacked up. There we go. That was a 360-degree tour. Yeah, so I use a metalwork vise, and if it's delicate wood, then I'd put some wood blocks in the jaws there just to protect the workpiece. But other than that, it works okay. So I've just run off 5 pieces of Doug fir, 3.5 inch wide, about 3/8 of an inch thick. I've cut the angle on the end there so that will meet the knee tidily, and I'm about to take them into the boat shed and glue them up, laminate them up to the stem in the same way I did the mahogany strips for the stem. I won't show you the spread of the glue, and that's exactly the same. I'll show you when it's laminated up. I cut them on my table saw, which is possibly the cheapest table saw I could get my hands on. It's branded an Einhell here. I've seen the same saw with various other brand names on it. It's adequate, I say cheap. It cuts not quite 9 centimetres, not quite 3.5 inches deep, so I have to do them from both sides to get through the full thickness at that thickness, but at least it does cut. I'll buy a new blade soon because it's getting towards needing one. Does the job. I say better one would be nice, but we have to live within our budgets. Yeah, so this is what it looks like now. Got the Doug fir clamped up to the mahogany stem, and the knee structure wasn't easy. Did it alone, trying to get it all straight and clamped and tight. Yeah, but I'm happy. It looks good now. no obvious gaps, and should come out fine. And there it is, knee and stem. I've taken it out of the clamps, obviously, given it a quick clean up. Run the sander over it very quickly. That's basically how it's going to stay now until I start putting things together, and then I know the angles where the shear clamp and the chain log join it, and then I can plane it down for the angle of the bow. That's that done for now. It's going to sit there, and the next job will be to build the bulkheads, a waterproof, watertight bulkhead coming in at station 0, and then the frame at station 1 will be the next jobs. I will draw them out on the lofting boards straight after this.